Well. Welcome to Suge Me and Mooney presents Suge's beer reviews. So today I have my guest, who you may or may not know,
If you don't
Joel,
know me, you know me soon. That's all that matters.
JR Ultra, and today we're going to try Goose Island, which usually makes IPAs.
Well, Goose
IPAs.
Island, they in general they make all types of beers, IPAs. You have lagers, which is like Heineken, Corona. Those are like lagers. If you ever taste a beer and it's like more beer tasting, it's most likely you're trying an IPA rather than a lager. I'm better off with like saying brand names. Like if you have a like Stella Artois, that's a lager automatically. Compared to like a Goose Island IPA. If you have Goose Island IPA compared to like a regular Goose Island lager, you're gonna taste the difference. So like me and Suge, like me personally, me first before I speak for Suge, I prefer the taste of IPAs way better. It's more hoppy, it's more beer for, it's more manly for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me as well. And I've said on the other videos, like this man put me onto it. So today we're going to try the Goose Island um Oktoberfest. Of course. So usually in like late August to September, you would start getting Oktoberfest because in Germany Oktoberfest is generally celebrated in September. So that's when you have, a lot of these Oktoberfest beers. And Oktoberfest is like a celebration of like beer and different type of like, sausages or whatnot in Germany. So usually what a lot of companies do is they make like an Oktoberfest beer. Samuel Adams is like the most popular one. So the other day, um at this beautiful Mexican restaurant, if you check my Instagram, I've posted it. Me and Joel have just came back from there. Cantina Mexicana up in Stamford, Connecticut. I asked for Goose Island, assuming I would get the IPA, and they actually brought the Oktoberfest, and I poured it and I drank it, and I really liked it. So I bought some, and I said I had to share with my boy right here and see what his um feelings are. So let's crack these joints open and see what we like.
Like automatically like reading the can, I see it's 5.7
Mm-hmm.
alcohol volume, and usually like a Corona, what I'm used to drinking, Corona, Heineken's, lagers like that, the minimum is probably like 4.0. So just off rip, the alcohol volume content on this is probably a little higher than a Corona or a Heineken. So just off rip, I'm expecting good things off this.
Yeah,
5.7.
5.7. So I'm gonna try these Jones out.
If I had nails, I could probably open this,
Well,
but I
I
don't have
got you.
nails.
That's what friends are for.
Because
Said
I bite
that's
my
what
nails,
friends
bad
are
habit. I'm trying to
for.
stop like biting my
Through
nails.
good times and bad times. Yeah. Forevermore. All right, let's take a sip. Let's see what we got.
Cheers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right off rip, I could see me chugging this, like 2 cans of this for the whole rest of the day. Because it's light, it's not too much bite. Like I say, a regular IPA has that bite in it. You know when you taste the IPA, because you just feel that hoppiness. It's like so much hoppiness off rip. And let me not say happiness. Let me say Well, it is happiness, but like an IPA, you'll get like a citrusy type of flavor, like orange or whatever it is. That's what makes an IPA. This right here is just smooth. At first, like the aftertaste, you feel you're drinking beer, but as soon as you take a sip, you don't feel like you're taking beer. It's like you're drinking something with flavor, but it's not beer. That's automatically, like the first sip I took.
Yeah, like the taste I got from it was like a citrusy taste, but when you think about it and you realize it, like if you ever ate like pumpkin seeds, like they usually taste like salty and like orangey. So you definitely get that pumpkin taste from this beer. But like I really like it. I actually, and I really love Samuel Adams Oktoberfest beer because I'm gonna just say that because that's the only beer that I could like compare it to. But like I actually like prefer this over the Samuel Adams because it's full of flavor and it tastes great. I think like that's what you want from a beer, especially like a lager. Like lagers just taste like beer, but a lager with like a flavor to it.
I mean, like lagers, like before you start getting like you had to have like at least six lagers. Like you had to have a whole pack of lagers. Like let's say, like me being Dominican, I like Presidente.
Hmm.
Like if you have a whole six pack of those,
And
you
me
could keep
being
going and going and going.
like an honorary Dominican, I love Presidentes.
Yeah, like those are lagers. So Heineken, like I said, Corona, those are like really lagers. You'd have to drink out me because I say my tolerance is a little higher than everyone else. Like I'll say, if you finish a regular six pack of Corona, you'll be like for the rest of the day wanting to drink Coronas or Heineken or whatever. This right here, Goose Island Oktoberfest. Like I said, I don't want to be biased. I know it sounds like I'm just copping a plea right here, but like I said, like right now I took like two sips off this and I feel good. I don't feel like I have to drink a six pack. I could probably drink three and I'll be fine for the rest of the day. A Corona is so light, and let's not even um there's Corona regular and Corona light. Corona light, you'd have to drink like double a regular Corona just to feel anything. This right here, if I was to compare it to a regular Corona, it'll probably be two Coronas, two to three Coronas. Compared to a light Corona, you'd have to drink like two six packs just to feel anything. Like I said, this right here is like nice, smooth. You don't gotta worry about the hoppiness. A lot of people, I understand, they don't like that hoppy flavor of beer. Just period, drinking beer.
Hmm.
Just getting that flavor of beer is probably a challenge. But when it comes to just like lightweight, this right here doesn't pack too much of a punch. And like I said, I probably only took like 3, 4 sips of it, and I feel it already. With a Corona, you'd have to be done with like 2 bottles for you to feel it. Me personally, my tolerance is like higher than anybody else. Probably not as high as my boy right here, but either way, like if I drink 3 Coronas, well, let's just say 6 Coronas. Like I said, that's a six pack, a regular six pack of Coronas. Drinking two of these, I'm fine. I don't gotta buy like 2 Coronas. So it's like a bang for your buck as well as just feeling satisfied.
Yeah, man. So you heard it here, and this is man. I learned this whole experiencing beers because like before before we got together as 21-year olds, you just used to drink beers. Like I used to drink Natty, Natural Ice and Keystone and all like Bud Light and all those stuff, and it was just like beer just to drink beer. And like this man like introduced me into drinking beer and like actually enjoying the taste and stuff. And you heard from him, so you know, Oktoberfest Goose Island is definitely something that we like.
Like I said, usually like because this has what is it, five point
0.7.
seven Alcohol volume. Now, if you was to look at any other lager, for example, the alcohol volume is generally you could find some lagers that's 5.0, but it's usually less than that. Like Corona, let me just say the minimum is probably 5.0 for a lager. IPAs, it's always usually like 7 and up for it to be the IPA alcohol level content. But mindful, just so you know, the higher the alcohol content of an IPA is, it probably won't taste as better. Like, so let's say if you find an IPA with a alcohol content of 6, it'll be way better than, let's say, 8 or 9, because at that point it just tastes like you're drinking like spiked beer. Like, let's say if you put like a vodka in this, that's an IPA with the extent of like a 8.0 alcohol volume content.
But it won't taste as good.
Yeah, it won't taste as good.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel that bite, and you probably only have like one IPA, one of those, a double IPA to be exact. You probably could only have like one of those, as compared to like you could drink like specifically Goose Island. I'm fine with like 3 of these, honestly. But if I was to have like a Corona, regular Corona Heineken, I'd need a whole 6 pack. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So check us out. Check out the other videos where we talk about IPAs and the different type of beers we um did. Like I did Stone IPA and I did the Stone Cold Steve Austin IPA.
And the whole
Next
thing
week,
about beer, my bad to cut you off. The whole thing about beer, like I understand. Like I used to be the type of guy to go out to drink. I would never like vodka. I'm not a big fan of tequila. I love bourbon. Whiskey, it depends on what type of whiskey it is. But when it comes to beer, like if you go out to any bar, whatever the case might be, drinking, you just having dinner, you're better off with beer because you know at least it's pure alcohol. There's no mixer involved in it. There's no chaser involved. Like if you get vodka, unless you get shots, it's on 100% just pure vodka. But anytime you get like a cocktail, it's always going to be more juice or soda than it is actual liquor. So when it comes to beer, and I understand a lot of people don't really like the taste of beer, it's more of a bang for your buck because you could get drunk. You know, this is pure alcohol. It's not just 100. Well, let's just say when you go to a bar, if you was to see the bartender pouring the drink in there, you could see that they're pouring the soda way more than they put a liquor. So it's kind of like beer right here. Again, I understand you don't like the taste, but it's just a more bang for your buck. You know, you're getting complete alcohol with this. It's not 10% alcohol and like 90% juice, soda, whatever the case might be. So I'll take beer any day of the week compared to like a cocktail at a bar. Right. So if you're ever at a bar and 9 times out of 10, they probably won't have this. They'll have like Goose Island and Tap, most likely an IPA.
And I'll be like a lot stronger too.
But just know if you're outside, how much is the beer? Now, let's just say, well, I remember when we first started going out, beers like for a 16 ounce was probably like $8 to $10. I don't know how much it is now. It's probably a little bit more expensive. But compare that to like, let's say a cocktail. Let's say you want vodka and cranberry. That's probably gonna cost you minimum $10 or $12. You could get a whole 16-ounce pour of beer, Goose Island, whatever the case might be. And mind you, it's mostly alcohol. So if you're going out to drink, I'm pretty sure you're going out to get drunk. You're not just going out just to taste beer. You're going out because you want to feel a little nice at least. Maybe not all the way like, you know, like white drunk, wasted drunk, but you still want to feel nice. I'll always go with beer before vodka, before bourbon.
And the thing with like beer, when you go, even if it's like tap, like beer out of the bottle. Like always look inside that fridge and see what they got.
Exactly.
Cause if you take it out of the tap, like it could be definitely watered down. Cause we've been in spots like we asked for beer, and it tastes like dish liquid.
Yeah.
So
Tastes like soap.
mhm.
And that's another thing too. Like depending on how you pour your beer, I wish I had a cup right now. I got a little shot glass right here. Sugar me the Mooney shot glass, just so you know. Sugar me the Mooney. Let's just say this was like a regular size cup. You could fill the whole cup right away with beer. And like I said, you're not spending $14, $15 on a fancy cocktail. That all they do is put like probably 2 ounces of liquor and the rest is juice and filler. With beer, like I said again, I don't want to keep sounding like a broken record, but you know at least when you drink beer, you're getting
Everything. Yeah,
all the alcohol.
yeah,
that
you're
you can
getting
possibly get.
everything out of the beer, out of the can or the bottle.
I don't care if they put like 2 ounces of liquor of whatever the case might be. It could be Belvedere, it could be Ciroc, it could be Tito's. If you put 2 ounces of vodka, whatever vodka it is, in a shot glass, and then you add the rest with juice or whatever type of mixer, you're really drinking juice. You're not drinking alcohol. You know what I'm saying? With beer, you could have probably like 3 cans of beer and feel good at the end of the day. It's just getting over the flavor of beer. That's something like me, myself, personally, I had to get like accustomed to because I never really liked the flavor of beer. But it's one of those things is like you gotta understand like what are you really drinking for? Are you drinking to get drunk? Or are you drinking because you wanna taste
Enjoy what you're
beer?
drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've seen the other day, like every time I take the train, there's an advertisement for alcohol-less Heineken, which makes no sense to me because like it's just like drinking decaffeinated coffee. If you want to drink coffee, I can understand you liking the flavor of coffee, but it's almost like it's more than drinking coffee. Like you drink coffee to stay awake. So why would you go for decaffeinated coffee as compared to like caffeinated coffee? Same thing with beer. If you're gonna drink beer, I could understand it's too early in the day. You might not want to get drunk, but so just don't drink beer. Drink Mazda if that's the case. Drink some type of malt liquor, like not even liquor. Just drink whatever you can to not get drunk. If you're drinking beer, just know you're drinking beer because you want to feel nice, you want to feel drunk. Going for the alcohol less beer is just like to me it doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Like I said, Heineken, mind you, doesn't even taste good. Like you drink Heineken because you want to get drunk. You're not drinking Heineken for the taste. You want to get drunk. Drinking any type of Heineken, any type of beer. That's what you want to get drunk. You don't really drink beer for the taste of it. Me specifically. If I drink beer, I'm not
Yeah,
really
because I was about to
drinking.
say I love Heineken.
Yeah. Me, I'm being a fellow Dominican. I like Presidente. That's a lager too. It's
Yeah, I
not
love
too,
President
you know what I'm
as
saying?
well.
And that has it has more of a bite to it than a Corona or a Heineken, for example. So if you want a lager, you don't like the hoppiness of beer, you can't handle it. I seriously recommend lagers, just whatever lager it is, but just as long as you get a lager with, again, let's say Goose Island IPA 5.7, that's really high for a lager, in my opinion. Lagers for what I know is like 5 and lower, period. 5.0 or lower. That's like a regular standard lager in me. But this right here, like I said, I'm almost halfway done and I feel good.
So Goose Island Oktoberfest. It's got the Suge Me and Mooney sample of approval. Check us out. Check us out. Check out the podcast. Check out the other videos on YouTube.